What's going on, guys? My name is Red for my YouTube channel. Let's do this. I'm back with another fragrance review. If you own Montale Intense Cafe, either by a full bottle or decant, but you find it to be very syrupy, super strong, and also quite dusty on some edges, or if you own or also have a decant of Mancera's Roses Vanille, but you find the rose there to be quite overpowering compared to the coffee note that it has, and finally, if you own a bottle of Rihanna UAE Sabha Oud, but you find the composition, although it's similar to Intense Cafe, to be very edgy, very disorganized, and less refined in comparison with Intense Cafe by Montale and Roses Vanille. Let me tell you another alternative which I find to be the best amongst all those three bottles that I have mentioned. Super wow, unbelievable, irresistible version of Intense Cafe, Roses Vanille, and Sabha Oud. And the perfume that I'm going to review today is from the house of FWorld. It's MOCHA Wood Eau de Parfum 100 ml. I like the color of the box. It's chocolatey, with a beautiful chocolate colored box. The bottle is stunning. Bottle looks sophisticated. I love the look of the bottle. It's like a liquor. And the cap is not too heavy, not too light, metal just right with some plastic support inside. Let us test the sprayer. Even distribution. I like it. Nice. Now for the notes. Notes are pepper, vanilla, sandalwood, mocha, oud, vetiver, amber. And yes, guys, this is really good. It's a bit boozy at first. It is syrupy, but not too syrupy. There's no edges of dustiness on this one. And it is coffee and chocolate, not too creamy, super captivating. Comparing it with Montale's Intense Cafe, I prefer this one. Comparing this with Roses Vanille, I prefer this one. The spice on this one is just right. The monstrosity is also just right compared to Intense Cafe and Roses Vanille. Sabha Oud by Rihanna is nice, but it lacks the refinement and smoothness. The scent DNA of all these three fragrances that I mentioned, including Mocha Wood, are all the same. It's just that it all depends on the nitty-gritty, on the balance of the composition, on the balance of the perfume itself, the aroma, on how it comes out from our skin, from our clothes. That is what matters most. There's no particular rum note or whiskey, but there's an impression of a liquor note. But then suddenly it just goes back and becomes like a mocha in a dark chocolate side, not the creamy mocha, mixed with a very soft patchouli with these beautiful spices of pepper. This for me is for keeps. Not dusty, syrupy. It's like a honey dark chocolate mocha. A little creaminess from sandalwood, no powdery tone, no powdery vibe, which is excellent. Yes, I can sense the sensuality of tonka bean and vanilla here. The amber, the warmth of the amber, the warmth of the amber combined with the mocha and oud. Yes, there's this oud here, but it's also soft. All these compositions of amber, oud, sandalwood, mocha, vanilla, pepper, and what else? The cardamom, the spice. The spice of the cardamom. All this round up to really give an impression of sexiness, to really give an impression of sophistication and class. This one, 30 minutes projection, scent trail of like 30 minutes too, longevity on like 6 hours, close to skin extended for like another 5 hours. This may not be as beast mode as Montale Intense Cafe or Mancera Roses Vanille. This is kind of like more beastly than Sabha Oud, although this is not as beast mode compared to those two niche brands. It doesn't matter because this for me is much more refined than Intense Cafe and Roses Vanille. A little information and observation of the history of these fragrances that I had mentioned: Montale Intense Cafe and Mancera's Roses Vanille. Montale Intense Cafe was established or was released 2013, but Mancera's Roses Vanille was released 2011. At that time, when Mancera Roses Vanille came out, there's less talk about this perfume. But then suddenly, when 2013 kicks in, Montale Intense Cafe came out, the hype began, and Montale Intense Cafe became very famous, and now Roses Vanille by Mancera is equally as famous as Intense Cafe. But then as years pass by, down from 2013 to 2018, Mancera's Roses Vanille's popularity take a back step, while Montale Intense Cafe's popularity still proceed forward. Even now, you won't hear anything much on Mancera's Roses Vanille, but the Montale Intense Cafe is continuously being talked about. Now here comes Rihanna Sabhawa Oud from UAE, came out with its own replica or cloning of Montale Intense Cafe. And for me, Sabhawa Oud is kind of like in between Roses Vanille by Mancera and Montale Intense Cafe. Unfortunately, Sabhawa Oud, although it is really a good smelling fragrance and is really close to the cloning of those two fragrances, it didn't meet the expectation because of its rough edges and less refined composition. So Rihanna Sabhawa Oud take a back step again. But early on, there is a Fragrance World Mocha Wood that was talked about before but didn't get much of the hype because it is still obviously under the wings of Montale Intense Cafe, and Mocha Wood by Fragrance World is not readily available in the North America market. Had this been mass marketed even in North America, in my humble opinion, topples Montale Intense Cafe and the rest of the gang. What occasions to wear Mocha Wood? Dating scenario, partying, bedtime scent, close encounters. You can wear this also on informal gatherings, indoor and outdoor. Casual, yes. What seasons? You can wear this on fall and winter and even extreme winter. And also in early to mid spring. And age bracket, this would be best for 20 years old going up. Even mature men can wear this one. If you are new to my channel or if you're a returning viewer, please kindly subscribe to my channel. I would truly appreciate it. Yo, this is my review of Mocha Wood from the House of Fragrance World. Eau de Parfum 100 ml concentration. If I would tell some adjectives on my impression of Mocha Wood, I would just simply say sensuality, sexy, spellbinding, magnetic, temptation, addicting, classy, sophisticated, exquisite, rich. Whether you like dark chocolate or not, there's darkness in this juice, along with certain liquor note and really captivating, bewitching. Remember, men and women, you can wear Mocha Wood from Fragrance World. The darkness of oud, the warmth of amber, the creaminess of sandalwood, the funkiness of patchouli, the earthiness of vetiver, the spices and the intoxicating aroma of cardamom and pepper, the beautiful, sexy, sensual smelling of vanilla and tonka bean. My name is Red from my YouTube channel. Let's do this. Mocha Wood, a masterpiece, 9.5 out of 10.